Hey everybody, Erin here. So I want to talk today about dehydrating beans. So recently I ordered some beans from Harmony House as I was looking to build this soups in a jar download series that you can see in this other video. And what I noticed about their beans is they cooked a lot faster. And I wondered what was different about their beans than when I buy beans from the store. And because these beans take a lot longer to cook than the beans from Harmony House did. And so I embarked on an experiment of soaking my beans and then dehydrating them, and then taking those soaked beans as another experiment, cooking them and then dehydrating them. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of what I did, and then I will come back and share with you my results. Now that my beans have soaked overnight, so about 24 hours, that 1 quart jar turned into 2.5 quarts of beans, lentils. And so now for the next part of my experiment, I'm going to dehydrate one, and then I'm going to cook one and then dehydrate it. So my goal here is to see if I can create these beans in a way that they will be easier to absorb water, cook faster, through this experiment. So we're going to kind of just see what happens. So for starters, if you noticed in the first clip, I soaked those beans for 24 hours, drained them, rinsed them off, and then my top 2 tiers are just those dehydrated beans. Now, are they different than the beans that I originally started with? And the answer is yes, but when I go to eat them, they still taste raw. So I know now that, or I'm assuming, the Harmony House beans have been cooked and then dehydrated. I do think these are actually going to still cook a little faster, but they're probably not much different than the traditional beans that you're getting from the store. Now my next 2 tiers, so these are the beans that soaked for 24 hours, and then I cooked them for about an hour and a half, and then I let them sit in that hot water till I had time to strain them off, rinse them off, and then I put them in here. And one thing I noticed right away is that my beans are split. Quite a few of them are broken apart, which is gonna make the cooking process a little bit faster. And when I eat that dehydrated bean, it actually tastes cooked. So this means that you probably could soak and cook your beans, dehydrate them, just make sure that they're very dehydrated, and you can tell that by breaking them when you squeeze them. And then you could go ahead and take these soups and create some of those soups in a jar. I'm excited to implement this into more of my bean soup mixtures, as I really think this is going to help on my cooking time. What I also found very interesting is what started off as a quart of beans has now turned into, it looks to me like 1.25 quarts to 1.5 quarts of beans. So definitely by cooking these, they split up quite a bit more. I also noticed that there's a color difference between the lentils and the split peas that have lost their color after being cooked. So if you're looking for more that fun look and you're going to do the soups in a jar, then you may want to stick with the dry beans, and it's just going to increase your cooking time. Or if you don't really care what it looks like, but you're just looking for fast meals, maybe pre-cooking your beans, dehydrating them will help with making your meals go a little quicker.